course, a big, huge cheer from the respective fans. There's the Galway team. Finbar Gantley gets a debut at number 2 this afternoon, and looking right through it, Tom Hellebert is omitted, Michael Healy also omitted, Cathal Moore reverts to centre half back, Liam Burke is in midfield. Match is underway. Joe Cooney has been moved to full forward, and Francis Forde has been moved into midfield. Switches all around the place as anticipated. Here's Charlie Carter, fouled by Finbar Gantley. So the first free of the match. Finbar Gantley, of course, his dad was a Galway star of yesteryear, played in the 1979, 80 and 81 finals. So DJ Carey coming out to take this free. Wind is against him. A match this which has been watched all over this country and watched also in Orange, New Jersey in the States, and down into Canada, or up into Canada, into the US and in Argentina as well, I believe. Hope you're going to enjoy it. So first chance of the match for DJ Carey. About 60 metres out. He catches it well, and it floats over the bar.
Lovely point there, Joe. This confidence, power of good, especially after their last 2 occasions and last 2 games. So it's a good start for DJ.
Just to mention, Justin, about the various switches that have been made here.
Yeah, it's a crafty move there by putting in Joe Cooney in full forward. There's going to be some battle with himself there and Liam Simpson.
It's a great catch by Pat O'Neill, the centre half back, out to Dan O'Neill, his namesake, the vet from Kilmacthomas. DJ meeting it first time, breaking the stick. Canis Brennan can't get much headway on it. Charlie Carter does. This is Willie Burke here against Michael Phelan. Michael Phelan just trying to take that ball up to himself. Comes instead there to Peter Barry. This is a great move forward, great chance. He hand passes it to PJ Delaney. It's blocked down brilliantly, and Brian Feeney sweeps it away into the middle of the field. But the chance fell there to Peter Barry. He should have taken it.
Very bad mistake by Kilkenny.
That's Joe McGrath, known as Jackson, switching it across over there to top of the left, where Eugene Cloonan has taken up station. Incidentally, Kevin Broderick is playing at left half forward. So just to restate the situation, Francis Forde and Liam Burke play in midfield for Galway this afternoon. Kevin Broderick is left half forward, and Joe Cooney, the team captain, is at full. This is Liam Burke. Galway with the wind for the first 35 minutes. Justin Campbell. Easy one here for Adrian Ronan. And just his 3rd match in the championship as a goalkeeper. 2.5, I suppose it should be, really. Came on for Michael Welch at one stage. That's Philly Larkin towards PJ Delaney. Just keeps it in play, keeps it away from his man. In towards Charlie Carter. Gantley gets there first. Good corner back play, sweeping it out into the middle. Dan O'Neill once again. Charlie Carter in pursuit, getting it away from Finbar Gantley on this occasion. Awkward angle. Going for the score, and the angle just a little bit too acute.
Yeah, it just goes to show how the midfielders are trying to play Charlie Carter. He probably is the man in form from the last day out, and that was a chance he should have taken and scored a point.
So the early opportunities have certainly fallen Kilkenny's way. Pat Costello pucking this one out, getting great distance into it. Pat O'Neill touches it down with the hand. Andy Comerford was after it after that, but it's going to be a Galway sideline ball. Interesting character, Andy, here. He's already played 3 championship matches for London, and today playing his 3rd for Kilkenny. That's Liam Burke, former minor captain. He won a minor All-Ireland against Kilkenny in '93, the year he played in the All-Ireland final as well. Kevin Broderick was in pursuit that time, but it's swept away. Canis Brennan trying to keep it moving. Peter Burke in there as well. Pat O'Neill out towards his namesake Dan. Canis Brennan saying, give it to me, just about 10 metres ahead of him. Finbar Gantley, tough battle against Charlie Carter this afternoon. 2 Kilkenny men there. The shoulder coming in from Nigel Shaughnessy on Canis Brennan. In towards Michael Phelan, controlled it very well, ahead of Willie Burke there. Little blocking it by the number 3. Supported here by Cathal Moore. Down towards Justin Campbell, that's wonderfully caught. Andy Comerford is chasing after him, trying to dispossess the number 10. That's a wonderful individual score by Justin Campbell.
Brilliant point off the air. Great catch, and knowing that he can run that bit faster, he outplayed his man there and got a great point.
This is a man who won an All-Ireland club title with his club Kiltormer back in 1992. After the catch, he went away from his men, had wonderful confidence and tremendous accuracy. So match all tied up. DJ Carey went very low to pick that one there ahead of Nigel Shaughnessy. Look at the pace of Carey. Shaughnessy doing well. Good stick work just to try and slow down the movement of this attack, but Andy Comerford has it. Stopped by Costello. Liam Cloonan under it, sun in his eyes. Eugene Cloonan there against Eddie O'Connor. An 18-year-old against an old master. Pat O'Neill towards Canis Brennan. Cathal Moore prepared to move around everywhere to pick up the number 11. O'Neill again. This is Dan. Canis Brennan getting a bit of latitude. Breaks off the stick of Gantley, falling for Charlie Carter. That's Vinnie Marr over there. Pressurised. Michael Phelan looking for options. Canis Brennan upward to belt it in. Stalemate situation. Brian Feeney there trying to clear his lines with Peter Barry alongside him. Vinnie Marr in there. Comes out towards Liam Burke. Good clearance. Great catch by Willie O'Connor. Good vision as well to pick out Pat O'Neill. Towards Peter Barry's corner. Makes a very good catch against Vinnie Marr, but not such a good shot.
That wind is a bit stronger than what you'd imagine, and it's Kilkenny not getting distance in their strokes, and certainly they'll have to be hitting the ball a bit harder and a bit more accurately too.
Kilkenny's second wide there. Good distance again from the puck out. Willie O'Connor, this time he's chased and harassed, and Francis Forde is after it. Right between the posts. Wearing 12, playing in midfield, his first point of the day, and Galway go in front.
Yeah, Galway are getting the start that they're looking for and playing with the breeze, no doubt. This is going to set them up a little bit. Kilkenny have to settle a bit more. They're not as settled in the back as they might be.
Billy Larkin taking it very decisively away from Francis Forde, and Cathal Moore. Always intended for Michael Phelan, but Willie Burke was out first. Good work by Peter Barry. Likewise from Charlie Carter here. Has a man free over there. It wasn't the one I was thinking about. Michael Phelan was free momentarily. Clearance is by Brian Feeney. Kevin Broderick. Usually good for a goal in a game. Low ball inside towards Joe Cooney. Great work by Dan O'Neill to sweep it back downfield again. Canis Brennan trying to win his race for possession. Cathal Moore right alongside him. Manor scored 1-3 against Wexford in last year's semi-final. Now it's centre half back. Michael Phelan, all eyes under it. That's Nigel Shaughnessy knocking it out towards Kevin Broderick. Liam Cloonan there. A little bit of a wild pull. Free to Galway.
Galway certainly are hitting hard and getting very much stuck into this game, and not leaving Kilkenny settle at all much, and it's causing a few problems for Kilkenny.
Cathal Moore preparing to take this one. He gives it plenty of length towards Joe Cooney. Goal for Galway.
Oh, that was a brilliant goal. He waited for that ball to just fall, and at the precise minute he just got that touch home and beat run into the goal. It was a perfect overhead stroke. Oh, it was just a brilliant touch. He waited for it, as you can see, and just the timing was perfect. Just behind his man and give him no chance.
Joe Cooney on his way. We mentioned the goal and 2 points he got here in 1986. That's a great start for Joe and for Galway. 1-2 to a point. Joe, who's been running coaching courses, of course, back in his home place in County Galway. And, well, the youngsters might learn from him. Taken down by Liam Burke. Always shows a great appetite for competition. Andy Comerford chasing him. Two wholehearted players. Kevin Broderick next. In towards and beyond Joe Cooney. Liam Simpson. Here's Dan O'Neill. Towards PJ Delaney. Great catch by Brian Feeney again. Second time he's been vitally involved in the action here. The Athenry centre-half back in this year's All-Ireland club final. And, of course, full-back last year in the championship. Cathal again. And again, they hope to repeat the party piece, but this time he drops it over the bar.
That was over nearly 100 yards out there, and that's the kind of scores that are going to inspire Galway. And Kilkenny have to be careful now. They'll be left behind if they don't start getting into the game.
Yes, Galway really using the wind there. And that's one of the reasons why Cyril Farrell opted to move him back to centre-half back, because he's a very long hitter. Justin Campbell. Scored a great point already, looking for a second. Oh, wonderful stuff. Second point to Justin Campbell. It's all going right for Galway, wind assisted, and about 12 minutes gone.
Yeah, they're full of confidence, Joe, full of confidence, and that kind of score just goes to show how inspired they are.
His two scores have been most impressive. Adrian Ronan pucking out. Little he could do about that goal. Caught here by Liam Keown. Kilkenny nothing if not doughty fighters. And you can be sure that they'll be hoping as this game develops to keep their chance alive of winning this year's All-Ireland. Kevin Broderick outfoxing Andy Comerford. It's still Broderick. He's made a 40-metre run and he's put it wide after all of that.
Kilkenny getting beaten around midfield, Joe. I would not even out to DJ Carey over on the centre at this stage to get something moving. The balls are not going in.
Again, the action at midfield, this time won by Philly Larkin. Back to Pat O'Neill. The Cats needing a score or two quickly. Peter Barry. PJ Delaney has discarded the white helmet. Michael Phelan across towards DJ Carey. Inevitably, can he be the one to inspire them? They need something here. And he's put it wide. A look of annoyance on DJ's face. Well, he might be. The huge roar was from the Galway fans. And really there, Justin, you felt he was going to come away with something.
Yeah, but he obviously went for the goal. You know, he tried very hard with that one. He should have come off on him just marginally away, but not good enough.
So chances are plenty in a lively match so far, but Kilkenny with just a point. Dan O'Neill. I think O'Neill would be very well aware at this stage, the Kilkenny number 7, that he's got a big task. Just trying to deny Justin Campbell. That's the face there of Philly Larkin. Francis Forde not making a very good connection with it. Larkin instead. Oh, well dispossessed by Joe McGrath. And then he fires it outside and wide. It was a chance.
Yeah, good chance there, but Galway's strength is telling a bit too. And they know that they can use their strength in various times, and that was one occasion there.
This was a fine bit of dispossessing here on the part of Joe McGrath. Francis Forde just doing enough to break it. Dan O'Neill doing better here on Justin Campbell. And again the second time. Canis Brennan. Hard, tight encounters. Canis trying to knock that ball forward with his foot. Instead it's Cathal. Liam Simpson out first time for Kilkenny. Missed over there by Vinnie Marr. PJ Delaney now. They wait inside for it as he goes off on a solo run once again. The hand pass towards Michael Phelan. Titch with the shot. And Titch with the score.
Badly needed point there for Kilkenny. A good move, and Delaney really opened up the defence there, and he's capable of doing that.
The man who got 2-2 in the league quarter-final gets a score here. That lovely layoff outside there from PJ Delaney to Michael Titch Phelan, and Kilkenny's second point. Again, I think we should remind you there's a strong wind backing Galway in the first half. That's Eddie O'Connor towards Canis Brennan. Finding it difficult to get anything from Cathal Moore here. Again, it's the towering number 6. Tom not getting it away cleanly. Peter Barry. Lovely hooking there by Kevin Broderick. On towards PJ Delaney, however. The angle shot across. Nigel Shaughnessy under this. Very committed play. DJ Carey trying to block it down, does successfully. And that's Michael Phelan with the attempt, but he puts it to the right this time. 4 wides for Kilkenny, 2 for Galway.
It was interesting there that Broderick came right back to field to his own half back in to help out. And just goes to show how they're really moving around the pitch here.
Pat Costello's puck out. Again, giving the forward players every possible chance. Liam Burke coming into it, he's got support over if he needs it. Goes for the shot himself, stayed by Ronan. And in the end, it's swept in. He did the spade work. Alan Kerins was there as well. Yeah, it's a second one for Galway.
Liam Burke came through like a train there, and it has to be said that Aidan Ronan is not too happy in goal at all. And he was never happy with that shot that came through.
Well, the credit will go to Liam Burke. He got the final touch. So the 2 men who were listed to play at midfield have now scored goals for Galway. Finbar Gantley, this is a wonderful start from them. Shades of that 86 semi-final all over again. Charlie Carter denied possession and getting a little frustrated. The referee, Pat O'Connor from Ahan in County Limerick, bringing the ball out onto the 20-metre line. He's going to throw the ball between 2. Nigel Shaughnessy trying to keep that ball away from Michael Phelan. One-handed by Charlie Carter. Cathal Moore standing firm. Very dominant player.
Yeah, Moore is very strong down the centre and very commanding, and giving great example to the other half-backs around him.
So far it's a real battle, not exactly the most stylish of hurling. Finbar Gantley, Charlie Carter not making much inroads there. Instead it's Nigel Shaughnessy down towards Jackson McGrath. He was holding back his man, however, who's Pat O'Neill. It'll be a free to Kilkenny. Only the 5th free in the match so far, which indicates just how free-flowing it's been. And nearly 18.5 minutes gone. Pat O'Neill's free. Doing well against the wind. Michael Phelan coming out for it. Canis Brennan going in after it. DJ's around as well. Out it comes here to Andy Comerford. They've got a goal chance here. And it's gone over off the stick there of Canis Brennan.
Lovely stroke though. Lovely pass from Comerford, but certainly every score is going to count, and they need to be getting back into the game at this stage.
Yes, there was a lot of admirable skill here. That's the second time he's hit it instinctively.
Yeah, beautiful stroke. Lovely first-time shot off the hurling.
With a tiny bit of luck, it would have ended up in the back of Pat Costello's net. That's what Kilkenny were hoping. Justin Campbell, one-handed. Here's Liam Burke, looking to get back to Croke Park for the All-Ireland semi-final. A place against Clare at stake here. This is Kevin Broderick, again skinning Liam Killen, and this time he finds it perfectly and taps it over. First point for the Abbey Dunary player.
The ball breaks inside at all, Gerard. They're half forwards and Broderick in particular, and they're very fast to move on. And they know they have the legs actually on the Kilkenny players, especially with the breeze, which is pretty strong at this stage.
So Cyril Farrell must be very pleased indeed with the way things have developed so far. Among his selectors, he's got PJ Malloy, John Cody, Brendan Linsky, and of course Steve Mahan and Tony Durbin as well. And it appears that Cyril got booked. That's Andy Comerford, and that's gone over the bar. Well, we were watching something else, but I think the name of Cyril Farrell was taken. It's 2-5 to 4 points. And we've got some news from the sideline. Our reporter this afternoon, as ever, Kieran Mullooly.
Good afternoon, Gerard. Not surprising, Nicky Brennan not a happy man at the moment. He's been looking particularly at Dan O'Neill in his half-back line, the man who's been trying to mark Justin Campbell, not very successfully, you might say. He's been into Dan on a couple of occasions, having a strong word in him. And yes, you're right, Cyril Farrell has been booked by the referee, Pat O'Connor. That's been made very clear.
Thank you, Kieran. Well, it's Philly Larkin getting it into Michael Phelan. DJ Carey! Buzz of expectation when he gets it. Carries it on and he scores!
Oh, super goal. What a shot. It was well come from behind, and Pat hurled it up his shorter and hit the ball high up into the net. Really a master craftsman could do it, and he just showed that extra bit of class, and that's what's needed here now. Taking it back in this game.
I think he felt he might have been hooked.
Yeah, he really avoided the tackle and hit the shot up bit higher than usual and into the roof of the net.
DJ's 16th goal in Championship hurling. That's Francis Forde looking for a quick response. It's gone wide. The umpire waving it wide, assisted by Adrian Ronan as well. I want to make sure that the umpire got it spot on. It certainly has changed the complexion of this match. Just a goal and a point between the teams, and effectively anybody's match.
It's up to the backs now, and the Kilkenny backs, Gerard, to tighten up that bit, because they have been a little bit slack there, and that should inspire them with a score like that.
Adrian Ronan's puck out. Philly Larkin contesting there with Francis Forde. Again, it's Justin Campbell. Loves to run at defence, as we've saw it at club level. We're seeing it again here in the Championship. He's got a third, and Dan O'Neill is in real trouble. A third for Justin Campbell.
I think they've got to move fast there on the sideline. If they don't, they're going to be in trouble, and especially with the breeze behind them, he's going to pop them over.
One of their options surely is to switch across Liam Keown fairly quickly.
I nearly put back Philip Larkin back in him to mark him, to be doing a marking job for about 10 minutes.
He did that before, indeed.
Yeah, he would do it.
This is Liam Keown. Up towards PJ Delaney, trying to get the better of his battle with Brian Feeney. Canis Brennan getting it in. It's Finbar Gantley getting it quickly away down towards Joe McGrath, but he's beaten for it there. And indeed, so far it's been Pat O'Neill who's been fouled by Jackson McGrath. Joe's winning that particular battle. Not easy for Joe McGrath. Or rather, Pat winning that particular battle. Not easy for Joe. Dropped in towards Michael Phelan. Again, it's Finbar Gantley. He's been good in that full back line. Liam Keown has gone across indeed on Justin Campbell. They switched very quickly. Here's Pat O'Neill. Canis Brennan under this dropping ball. PJ Delaney as well. Flicked away from him very rapidly there by Brian Feeney. Good cornerback play, not allowing his man to settle on the ball and take it out of defence.
The backs are really covering there, and Gantley in particular coming in behind the full back line all the time. And they're moving across. They're fairly mobile, so they know they can cover well.
I tell you, it's a fascinating match. Andy Comerford then to take this sideline cut. And so far it's justifying, I think, the experiment of playing a quarter-final here, an extra match, and that's gone over the bar. Andy showing fine skills.
That was a lovely cut, lovely sideline puck, and Kilkenny they're back in the game now at this stage, but they'll have to keep up their momentum with over 10 minutes to go.
So back to just a goal and a point between them, with Andy Comerford's second point. Liam Fhelan was all over Justin Campbell there, trying to make his point. It's going to be a free in. This man has been causing havoc in the Kilkenny defence. It gives Eugene Cloonan a chance to take his first free. He was practicing these when the teams came out around 3:20. Practiced them from the 45 and from the 65-metre line. This is 45 metres out. They were all dropping over in practice. Hits it low this time, off Cohen's stick, runs on towards Joe Cooney. Eddie O'Connor sweeps it out. Back towards Cloonan again, making amends and putting it over the bar.
There was a bit of luck in that one, I think, in fairness. You know, bad free, slack marking by Kilkenny, and second chance, he just took it nicely.
He got 1-7 against Roscommon in this year's Connaught final. Of course, was the real star last year at minor level, vocational schools level. He was even the goalie on the under-21 team that won the All-Ireland here against Wexford. Philly Larkin towards DJ Carey, didn't get much of a touch on it. On towards Charlie Carter, having difficulty getting any kind of possession from Finbar Gantley here. Back to the number 2 again. Went off Charlie Carter's stick. It'll be a Galway sideline ball.
Charlie Carter's not getting the room that he would like from Finbar Gantley.
Just gets it down, but Charlie has it again. Nicely into the hands of Michael Phelan against Willie Burke. Canis Brennan. That time his first touch let him down, and it's Cathal Moore who has it. The centre half back with a long booming clearance way downfield towards Joe Cooney. They contest for it. Pat O'Neill, lovely wrist work. Picked up here by Liam Simpson, and the referee says he was being held back. Free out to Kilkenny.
And if looking at that attack there, really, Galway should have really got through.
Liam Simpson there feeling that hand, clearly got a belt. So it's going to be Pat O'Neill who'll hit this. Back at his more accustomed berth at centre half back this afternoon. Charlie Carter got the stick to it just ahead of Finbar Gantley. Couldn't direct it in, however. And Finbar Gantley opting to leave it for Nigel Shaughnessy as young and old look in. Again, a miss hit from that sideline cut. Liam Burke leaving it there for Francis Forde. Straight at Andy Comerford, the man he's marking. Over the head of Brian Feeney. PJ Delaney chasing after him. Again, he makes an effective clearance, but only as far as Andy Comerford. Good work by Andy. Up to a point, that is. Leaving it to Liam Burke. Towards Joe McGrath. Holding it up for Kevin Broderick to come onto it. He's now been marked by Dan O'Neill, remember. That's into Joe Cooney. Lovely ball across to Justin Campbell. This is a great move by Galway. How will it finish? Topped by Adrian Ronan. Back to safety once again. Kevin Broderick buries it. A third goal for Galway. That deserves something. And in the end, it got it.
Justin Campbell's fine run again down the wing. Really did the groundwork for that spectacular goal.
In the 29th minute, 3 goals in 20 minutes for Galway. This was the third. Great save by Adrian Ronan. He was a little unlucky. Went off his leg the second time.
Yeah, very unlucky there with the second chance. Not to save it, but it was a good score.
Galway are putting up a big score in this first half. They need to do so with the win behind them. 3-7 to 1-5. That'll really test the character and commitment of the Kilkenny side for the second 35 minutes.
This is going to give these young players great confidence in the second half term. And this is what they need to build up a good lead, and Kilkenny are really fighting an up and back at this stage.
Eugene Cloonan to hit it. Oh, he fluffed the last one, but it came back to him and he scored a point from it. Drops it into Joe Cooney this time. They look for another one. One handed out by Willie O'Connor out to Dan O'Neill. Up towards Peter Barry. Batted down by Liam Burke, midfielder for Galway. That's Alan Kerins, who was close to the first goal. Well won again here. Francis Forde. Great move to put him into midfield. It's worked well. And he underlines that with another score, his second point of the afternoon.
Philip Larkin left that ball behind him too easily. And when they break through like that, Galway, they're very, very dangerous, and they're very accurate as well with their good strokes over the bar there.
So it's looking very good for Galway as we head towards half-time. 4.5 minutes away from the break. Vinnie Marr, not a spell at underage level in midfield, but much happier to be back at the half-back line. Pat O'Neill kicking that one back towards Liam Simpson. On to Andy Comerford. No great length in the striking there, but Vinnie Marr has it back for Galway again. The left half-back. This time attempting to get it to Francis Forde, but instead it's Philly Larkin who intervenes. Scrambling to take it. And Kilkenny were very fortunate to get that ball back through the intervention there of Peter Barry. That's Liam Keoghan. Charlie Carter winning the first strike on it, but it's Cathal Moore in behind the whole time, doing some very valuable covering. That's Liam Keoghan taking it back for Kilkenny. Finbar Gantley playing his heart out at right corner back against Charlie Carter. PJ Delaney in there just trying to make it difficult, but Brian Feeney has it, the Athenry man, sweeping it down over Liam Simpson, almost putting it into his own net, but putting it out in the end for the day's first 65. Wow, it's up and down the field.
Yeah, but Kilkenny are a bit jittery there in some of the chances that they have of gathering the ball, and it's very unusual for them. They're usually the masters in situations like that, and leaving it off to Galway, who are taking the chances and letting it fly.
So the taker of the 65 will be Eugene Cloonan, point to his credit so far. Another player who scored 9 points for Athenry against Wolfe Tones in the club final and gave the great Brian Lohan a very difficult afternoon. This time he gives it plenty of height, the distance is right, plenty of accuracy, and a second point for Eugene Cloonan. (3-9) for Galway, 1-5 for Kilkenny. It's been an excellent first half for the tribesmen. Philly Larkin, nicely taken down, showing a little bit of dash. Two players in support, one of them the team captain, DJ Carey, stepping into trouble almost, getting away from it again. He's got support from Brennan, holding it this time, hitting it, and Pat Costello gets it out to Peter Barry. Brian Feeney knocks it out. It's going to be another 65. Second, and that was so close.
Yeah, great run by DJ, and pass was excellent, but the finish was from Brennan that he should have got that goal, really.
Yes, there certainly was a chance there. Pat O'Neill taking this 65. Going for the score, dropping it in, but dropped into the arms of Pat Costello instead. Philly Larkin chasing after it. Taking it up into the hand. Restrained by Finbar Gantley, and it's going to be a free in. And we've got some news from the sideline now from Kieran Malooly.
That's right, your further efforts by Nicky Brennan to sort out his forward line. He's moved Charlie Carter out onto the half forward line. He plays now at right half forward, and Peter Barry has done a direct switch and gone into the corner.
All right, so let's see how those switches will work out. Close to half-time, just over a minute to go. DJ Carey with a goal and a point so far. Giving it plenty of time. And then putting it away to the right-hand side.
Oh, that was very frustrating for DJ and for Kilkenny, because every point is going to be important as Galway are creeping away and in a very good position coming up to half-time.
Nicely down. Cross here by Eddie O'Connor. Andy Comerford. Beyond Brian Feeney that time. Vinnie Marr coming in to challenge PJ Delaney. Delaney does really well and wins the free in for Kilkenny. PJ waiting and running inside, and it's going to be DJ Carey who will take the free. Kilkenny having a huge mountain to climb as they head towards the interval break. Well, the perfectionist that DJ is, he'll have been so disappointed to have missed that last one. This is actually a more difficult free. Further out. He does admirably. A goal now and 2 points for DJ Carey.
That will restore his confidence just somewhat.
The half-time break here at Semple Stadium. The first half where Galway started well, tore into the Kilkenny defence, got some memorable scores, none more so than Justin Campbell of Kiltormer with 3 points in the first half, all from play. And here at half-time, it's Kilkenny who'll have a huge job to do in the second half. It's Galway 3-9, Kilkenny 1-6. So the question is, what changes, if any, that